Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and we are back with a Hill Dwarf Bard, level 2. So let's just hop right in there. And if you can hear cats, I'm sorry. They are hopefully going to stay quiet enough where you don't hear them, and I'll just sound crazy, but that's fine. We're gonna hop right on in. So, this time we went with a Hill Dwarf, which is, that's something. Very interesting. It kind of makes sense. I feel like dwarves are very merry people, within their own community. I feel like in typical literature, a lot of people don't get their merriment and stuff like that. Especially like if you watch The Hobbit, you can see when they're in Rivendell, the elves are very much like, "What is going on? I don't like this. I don't want to be involved," and they are very, very lively. I feel like they're very charismatic. So that's what we're going with today. So, first things first, let's go over some of these because there are a lot of them. So, obviously, Dark Vision, Dwarf. Dwarven Resilience, so they have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance to poison damage. Dwarf Combat Training, these are some of the weapons that they are proficient in, which is Battle Axe, Hand Axe, Throwing Hammer, and Warhammer. Tool Proficiency, you gain proficiency with an artisan's tools of your choice. So you can choose smiths, brewers, or masons. I went with brewers. I felt that was very bard-like. I don't know why. That was just my gut instinct. And then Stone Cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal. So here, we will do we'll put Stone Cunning, and we'll put Expertise, and that is off of Intelligence. So right now it's not going to show the right thing, so we haven't put stats in, but we'll get there. Dwarven Toughness, because of Hill Dwarf, your hit point maximum increases by 1, and it increases by 1 every time you gain a level. So that's why this is 8 plus con plus 1. That is a special thing for Hill Dwarves. And then the Entertainer background gives you the by popular demand, which gives it, you can find a place to perform, usually in an inn or tavern, but possibly with a circus, at a theater, or even in a noble's court. You receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard, depending on the quality of the establishment, as long as you perform each night. And your performances make you something of a local figure. When strangers recognize you in town where you've performed, they typically take a liking to you. Just throwing that in there. And then the Bardic Inspiration, which is you can sing or play a quick song or just tell them something very inspiring, and they can add on a d6, and if that dice increases as you gain levels. So like at level 10 it goes up to a d10, at level 15 it goes up to a d12, that sort of thing. And then at level 2 you get Jack of all trades. So you add half your proficiency bonus, rounded down, to any ability check you make that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus. Now to do this, just go here, scroll down, and you can check Jack of all trades. So in all of these skills that are not checked right now, they all say 1 because I get that half the proficiency bonus. Which, talking about skills, from the Entertainer background, you get Acrobatics and Performance. So Acrobatics, Performance. And then I went with Persuasion, Perception, and Deception for this character. You could obviously change that if you didn't want Perception. You could make that something else. I tend to go with that just because it kind of helps with the passive, and it's nice to have. Obviously, if you don't want your bard to be very open-eyed, you can obviously change that to something else. You can choose any 3 with bard. So acrobatics and performance come with the background, and then you can choose any 3 that you want. So this is really where you can like change up what your character knows. From there, you get the Song of Rest. So you can use soothing music or oration to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6, which this also increases as you gain levels. So that is some of the new stuff for Bard at level 2. So what we want next is to add some stats. Let's do some stats real fast. So Bards need charisma and then dexterity. Obviously these bonuses go to neither. So charisma, we want 15. Dexterity, we want 14. After that, you can really do anything that you want. Let's see. I kind of want him to be, more open-eyed, very kind of wise. So with that +1, we'll put the 13, make that a 14. Pretty wise. Oh, and I just rolled it. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's a 13, and then we have a 12, 10, and 8. You could have him... I really don't want to do that. We'll do strength low. Just, that's a typical move for me, is to make strength low in non-strength characters. Because their strengths lie elsewhere. And then we'll put the 12 here. Just for that little bit of bonus there. So, and then we're going to move on to the health. So at first level, it's 8 plus your con plus 1. So 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to roll the hit dice, or you could have chosen 5 plus your con. So 8 and 8. But also, we have that Dwarven Toughness, so it's actually a 9. So up to 19 hit points. I believe there is probably a way, let's see, there's probably a way to add that bonus in here somewhere. I'm not sure where it would be. I've never thought of doing that. Yeah, I don't really know where you would put that. I put these on toggle just for advantage and whisper. I went over that in the video before this. I wouldn't. We don't want it to be all the time. So I wonder if we could do... I wonder if it's a skill. Is it a skill? Not really. Not what we want. That's not a skill. Let's see if we can add it as a damage. I know it sounds kind of funny. We'll just put HP for hit points, and let's put 1. And let's put HP again. And then... yeah, no, that didn't work either. Alright, well, that's something we can figure out next time we do a Hill Dwarf. Yeah, anyway. Long spiel there. I didn't add any of the spells, obviously, because we've gone over that. Oh, the ones that I liked for Bard. For spellcasting, for first level spells, your choice from the Bard spell list. The spells known column on the Bard table shows when you learn more Bard spells of your choice. And each of these spells must be a level which you can cast. Additionally, when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of your Bard spells and replace it with another one. So every time you level up, if there's a spell that you are like, I didn't really use it, I don't think I'll need it, it's not what I thought it was, you can change that at a level up. Obviously, when it gets to higher levels, that's going to be difficult to change unless your DM is leveling up quite fast. But you can always do that. So at first level you knew 4 spells. At second level you know 5. So, and then you have 3 spell slots. So you can add on another spell and you can change out any of the ones that you know. I don't know if that counts for cantrips. One of the bard spells you know and replace it. Well, it says any spell. Just a bard spell. So if there's a cantrip that you're like, I don't really, not really using this one, don't need it, don't want it, want something new, you can change that. So with that, let's look at some of the stuff that we have here. You know, common and dwarvish. You have light armor, proficiency. Do this one up to, actually this didn't even move because we left it at 0, so you still have a 4 bonus with that. You can make this a bardic inspiration, and you have 2 of those, I believe. Sorry. Oh, you can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier, which is 2 currently. So you have 2 bardic inspiration, which is a d6. So you can also write down bardic inspiration 1d6. And I spelled inspiration wrong, but that's fine. I chose rapier and dagger for our things here. I believe I would have to look at their stats. Oh, excuse me. Apologize. I believe they can use dex. Yeah, okay, so yeah, finesse weapons can use dex. It's just because I didn't have any stats in it at the time that I dropped these in. Let it move that. And I believe daggers, yeah. Dagger is also finesse. So we can change these to dex, and that will fix that little issue right there. With that, let's see, 25 speed, 13 armor class because of our leather armor, which is 11 plus dex, which is only 2. So only a 13. But, you know, that's alright. And then we're done with that. We don't do that anymore. And yeah. So for the, it's under other. So we have a disguise kit. I chose flute, lute, bagpipes, and pan flute for the instruments that my bard knows, is proficient in. There is a list of other instruments. Other instruments include, let's see if I can find a list of them. It'll be in the equipment. Here we go. There is bagpipes, drum, dulcimer, flute, lute, lyre, horn, pan flute, shawm, and viol. So you can choose any one of those. I just chose those ones because I like them. I tend to choose those ones all the time. But out of that list, I said. And yeah, with that, that's gonna mark everything for our bard here. So if you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you would like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!